We are here in Gilgil and Naivasha because of the ongoing disruptions of our schools, beginning with Utumishi, where we have been, and we have seen what happened. We have seen the size of the school. We have seen the compound, and we have been able to see the dormitory. One, again, is to take our condolences and our pole to the parents who lost their daughters. Very sad. And to the entire education fraternity, while at the same time wishing those who are still in hospital, especially Kenyatta Hospital, quick recovery, and our team shall be going there after this. And then be quick to say that there are certain points of weaknesses which we have seen in our systems, which must be addressed by the Ministry of Education. And the first one that we should flag out is the mode of admissions that we did during the time of the entrance of the grade 10 students. Because when you look at the school, because everybody is asking why were beds on the corridors? But now we are able to reveal as a union that the school had a capacity of only 200 grade 10 students. But the ministry gave them 400 students. That school is also sponsored by the Kenya Police Service. And as sponsors, they need to have a share. The ministry gave them those students without considering the police officers who are actually the sponsors and owners of the school. So the sponsors also demanded more chances and were given 81 students. So the entrance is 481 to 500, grade 10. So the congestion is there. Who is the cause of the congestion? The ministry. Ministry was advised by the principal, 200. Gave 400. Sponsor added 81. We are in trouble with our schools. There's a problem with the Ministry of Education. And this can be reflected in all our schools. Schools admitted as high as 1,000 grade 10. That has never happened since the education system began. The minister must wake up, because we would go for admissions and every school would have a ratio. When you reach your ratio, you leave it. As this happens, remember, our schools of C3 and C4 are not having students. Yet we are congesting students in one place and getting into these dangers like the one we are just emerging from, and yet teachers in other schools, C4 and C3, are idle, infrastructure is idle, and generally the schools risk even closing down. So the ministry policy, the policy must be attended to. Number two is the transfer of students. Of the students who are here in Naivasha, which a judgment is going to be made in the next few hours, of the 8, about 4 were transferred from different schools. When you talk to the authorities in the school, all these transfers were caused by the ministry. The ministry seems to be forcing students to enter certain schools even without the real acceptance or willingness of the principals of the schools. And the track record of one of the students, whom I'll not mention because I'm a teacher, is a student who left a previous school and had been suspended because he wanted to ban the same school. The matter went to the ministry up to the level of the county director, and an advisory was given that this particular child goes to a day school. Instead, a ministry official called out that the student must go to this school where now she was the ringleader and has banned the school. So when we talk about promotion of day schools, you can see even the ministry itself knows that day schools need to be promoted. And such as students need to be in places where they are able to be controlled by their parents. So again, the ministry on transfers. And even our own secretary, executive of Nakuru, attended that board session. An advisory was given by the entire team. Take this particular one to a day school so that they can stay with their parents. But now, ministry officials again, because they have this tabia of always intimidating the principals, They force the student to go to that school, and that's how we are where we are. Now, quickly, they want to look for a scapegoat, and the scapegoat are the teachers. So now you are being told 2 teachers were aware of this. We have been at the school. There was nothing like information with the teachers. The teachers had dealt with supper the previous day. And that supper we have proved had nothing to do with the fire in the night. And therefore we shall be asking the ministry and the Teacher Service Commission also to do thorough investigation before pinpointing to our teachers. Young teachers, we've seen them, they're just crying about their own. Some of the teachers have been snatched their phones. You could see it, but they could not tell you. They are living frightened. But remember, teachers really love students. I taught girls, and all these people are teachers. They really believe in their students. We are sorry that majority of the students who died were the best students. And we are asking the authorities to further investigate this, because where the fire begins, it begins in Cube 7. And it's in Cube 7 where the brilliant students were spending. So there's more to it, which this one we shall leave to the authorities to look at. So we are asking the Ministry and Teacher Service Commission not to intimidate, not to criminalize the teaching force. Teachers are never interested in killing their own students. There's more to this. We have seen schools burn dormitories, but they'll burn them when there are no students inside. This is a rare case where they burn a dormitory when their colleagues are inside. So it needs more thorough investigation. And therefore, we want to ask those authorities to absolve our teachers from this menace. We can see now the whole thing is now starting to spread, and it's very important that the minister now calls for a forum of stakeholders to specifically deal with the unrest that we are seeing in the schools. As you have seen, we have been at Naivasha Girls. It's also now closed. And all the schools in this environment, whether it's Moi Forces Academy, whether it's a number of them, are all closed because of this unrest. And therefore, as a union, teachers stay strong. As a union, we shall continue staying strong with you as we continue also grieving and supporting our parents who lost their daughters, but asking the ministry to actually also put money, real money, in the quality assurance. Because we are told when that dormitory was built, it was inspected by the quality assurances, and they gave it a clean bill of operation. So if the doors were not opening, again it goes back to the ministry. It's high time that the Minister of Education woke up. We want them to call for a meeting of stakeholders to actually see how we can deal with the situation as it is now.
My name is Gitau Duncan Macharia, Executive Secretary, Kupet Nakuru Branch. We have come here today in solidarity with the teachers of Utumishi Girls and the teaching fraternity. We have come here today to say pole for the loss of the 16 girls, the 79 who are injured, the 8 who are in hospitals. Pole to the parents and all stakeholders, the National Police Service who are the sponsors of the school. And we come in solidarity to say that the union will work with the teachers of this country in times like this. Number two, we are coming in to call out the Ministry of Education to look into the report on assessment of readiness of school on grade 10 that was done last year. The capacity of Utumishi Girls was declared at 250. The Ministry of Education gave 401 grade 10 students to Utumishi Girls. That is beyond the 250. Then the sponsors were given 80. That gives a total of grade 10 students to be 481. We as parents, the journalists, teachers, stakeholders, farmers, knows that Utumishi Girls is a good school. So the whole community has been pushing the principal and the community of Utumishi Girls to admit more girls. So this is not the time of finger pointing, scapegoat and others. It is an issue that all of us are involved in this. And for us as Kupet, we are coming in to say that we will work with the teachers in solidarity, work with the principal, work with the teachers of Utumishi Girls and all others. Number two, Nakuru branch has been affected. Several schools walked out yesterday, one of them being a national school, the other national girls school that we have in Nakuru County. So this is a wake-up call to all parents and all stakeholders. Let us talk to our children. Let us talk to our Gen Zs. Let us talk to our general alpha, the kids, so that it is a wholesome approach to this. We condemn in the strongest term possible a situation whereby the Ministry of Education will want to pin down the two teachers and the principal and use them as scapegoat so that it can be seen that things are moving on in the right direction. As Kupet Nakuru, we have two teachers who are our members and who have lost their young ones out of the 16. On Monday, we visited them in their homes in Joro and in Lanet. We'll continue to work. Kupet has also mandated the Executive Secretary Nakuru to be in the committee of planning on how we'll work with the parents and teachers and the community of Utumishi Girls in the whole scenario as we move forward.
Okay, my name is Juliet Kimotho. I'm the National Gender Secretary, and I want to take this opportunity on behalf of our union, Kupet, to condole with Utumishi Girls and wish solace to the parents who lost their 16 daughters, and wish a quick recovery to the 7 who are currently admitted, and those who are injured, 79 of them, also a quick recovery from home. From here, we will head straight to the different hospitals where we have those 7 girls to go and see them and, of course, encourage them as they recover. There's been rumors that 3 more girls left us, but that is not true. We are from Utumishi, and the number of those who left us remains the 16. So I wish Utumishi Girls fraternity God's favor and grace as they go through these difficult times. And to all the teachers and those from Nakuru, all the grace as we go through this hard time. We are going to stand with the families, we are going to stand with the Utumishi Academy fraternity as we prepare also to send them off.